Hey everybody, it's Marian here with today's video for my 30 and 30, which we're going to stretch out a little bit more than 30 to make sure that we cover all the things I wanted to go over. So it'll be a little more than 30 days. Maybe I'll go a little more than 30 videos. We'll see. Today I want to talk about pattern interrupts. See, when we've got a trigger and we've got a habit, there's that spot between the trigger and actually doing the habit where we can actively do something or we can help somebody else who's trying to break a habit. If anyone ever watched any videos by Tony Robbins, he is a master at the pattern interrupt. Sometimes he does it by using shocking language. Drop an F-bomb and hey, the audience suddenly turns and looks. One example, he had a very depressed girl and he was taking her back through the process that led this very young girl, I think she was only 11, to try to commit suicide. And he could see the emotion piling up. And he suddenly stops the whole process of taking her through what led to this and said, "Do you know how to belch?" Well, obviously this is an off-the-wall question, and had her giggling. And he knew from thereafter that every time it got to a spot where it was more than she could take, he could use this to interrupt the pattern. We can do the same thing with our triggers. We need to figure out how to interrupt our own patterns to be able to stop the trigger, give us time to think, and then enact whatever the new habit is that we want to replace it with until it becomes a natural action. So maybe your pattern interrupt is to get up and walk around. If it's a cigarette, maybe your pattern interrupt is to, I feel like a cigarette, let me drink a glass of water. Now, you don't want to make your interrupt something worse than the actual habit is you were trying to break. So you use this as a way to give you a breather between whatever the trigger is and your next action. So that's a quickie on pattern interrupts, and we'll talk more tomorrow. Marian signing out for today.